Hey guys, it's Maddie Place here, and today, well, I've watched a lot of top 10 favorite characters lists and stuff, so why not? And I'm gonna be doing MP's top 10 favorite characters, but you can't see characters, and yeah. So guys, let's get into it. 10. Donald and Douglas. Now, the reason why I like these twins is because, well, yeah, they're same, but also pretty much, well, I guess whenever they get in trouble, they work it out somehow. And, well, I wasn't just gonna put one of these because, they work as a team, and it would be weird if I just put, Donald and not Dougie. And, yeah. But, yeah, well, these two twins they just maybe, outstand me. They're cool. They're good twins. But, yeah, it's just, I do only have, I think, Douglas has a wooden railway model. But, yeah, I don't have Donald, but I do have Donald for Tommy. But, yeah, that's something. And, well, yeah, these two characters just outstand stuff to me. And by the way, this is their class, which I searched it up because I have no gosh dang it idea. But yeah, it's some Scottish engine. Oh, and by the way, these two engines apparently were built in 1899. But anyway, let's move on. Number 9, Diesel 10. Now, yeah, here we have it. Diesel 10, we all know this guy, mainly from the Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Man, I cannot tell you how many times I've watched that movie, but I just need to say, that movie was good in ways. I don't mind Diesel 10 in that movie, because he's still dumb, you could say. He's dumb. Even at the end, when he falls off the bridge into, Bull Street or something. And, yeah. But this movie was, it was good, but at the same time, it was terrible. Mainly because it was, probably the first movie they ever published of Thomas and Friends. But I only researched that, a year ago, and I'm like, wasn't it, Calling All Engines? And then I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot this movie was made in 2000. But anyway, Diesel 10, what even is that thing up there? Pinchy. In Calling All Engines, well, there again, I don't really mind him. I know I've only seen that movie, twice, but I'm not gonna forget it. And by the way, that was only, never mind, that was quite a while ago. But anyway, Diesel 10 just, he's a bit, of a weirdo. And to be honest, this thing, the claw, Pinchy up there, actually could be something used in real life to help. I don't know, so I guess it is mainly for scrap, but that's another thing. The scrap. Isn't that why Diesel 10 likes the scrap yard so much? Or, yeah. And by the way, his face down there, his faces are what do you know? It's Diesel 10. Look about. Number 8, Bill and Ben. Yep, guys, we all knew it. Bill and Ben. And, well, the reason why these two characters stand out to me, well, to be honest, It's probably the episode Wrong Road. Like, yeah, Gordon's goofy face, but these guys are just troublemakers. And, yeah, they're just, holy moly. And, well, how they just frightened Boko is like, oh my, there's two of them. That was a good scene, but like, to be honest, I think Wilbert Autry did have to make more stories than he did of these guys, because I've read the whole book, easy. It took me like 2 months. And, well, these guys are just, well, as I said with Diesel 10, dumb. Their dumbness is what makes them funny, but, so, well, yeah. But these twins are also the last twins on this list. Wait, are they? Yeah, I think. Oh crap, I just gave you a hint. Never mind, it was a small hint. But, yeah, these twins, it was kind of weird having them in a later series, but, yeah, I'm over it. And when they painted them bit blue, I thank God that they brought them back to yellow, because that stands out way more than the blue. If they were always blue in the series and then they painted them yellow, I'd still probably think the same because I'm used to it, but as I said, well played. Number 7, Mighty Mac. Yeah, well, guys, this was a model that I got, like, I don't know, when I was 4, because, like, back then, this thing was, like, I once went on eBay to get this guy. Actually, no, yeah, this guy cost, like, when I saw it, like, $150. So I'm like, nope, rip off. But then I found this guy who sold this thing for, like, I don't know, $30, and it came with so many. I was like, lucky. So many wooden railway trains. Actually, to be honest, most of them that I have now, for only that price, and that was how I got this wooden railway guy. By the way, this ain't the real one. The real one's somewhere. That's not mine. I found an image. Yeah. But, yeah. This guy, and to be honest, this face of, is it Marty or Mac? I think it's Marty, but it just looks like our neighbor's cousin. No, just kidding, I have no idea. But, what is that, like a mullet? Nah, I have no idea what that hairstyle is. No, I don't think we'll ever know. But that's the thing about it, we'll probably never know. But, like, he disappeared from the series. As I said, with Bill and Ben, like, but, like, to be honest, I wonder what it would look. I always wonder what it would like. The characters from the older series, and then they don't appear in, like, the newer series, but, like, yeah. And by the way, it's kind of sad with the cartoon things now. It was way better when they had who agrees with me, way better when they had the other stuff. Like, they've now put it in cartoons of the Thomas and Friends. Well, I better just start getting used to it. Not only that, it's like there's way more things. And, like, what happened to Carly? She's now on the rails. But, yeah. And this Tommy model, the Tommy model is kind of good, because, like, everywhere you go on eBay, it just comes with that coach. But, like, in the episode, where they crashed into the boulder, or I can't even recall the name of that episode. I know everyone knows it except me. But is that, I think that's Mac. that guy, that face here. I think it is him. But anyway, moving on. Number 6, James. Now, guys, you know I should have put him in the 5, but no, nothing beats. Like, I know why he should have gone in 5, because he is the 5th Red Engine. Nope, he's the first Red Engine, but he's the 5th character. But to be honest, James, like, the story of James when he comes to Sodor, and in the episode Thomas and the Breakdown Train, to be honest, that would go in my top 10 favorite episodes. But yeah, that would go in my top 10 favorite episodes. And if I ever make one of those, which I probably will, but I'm starting off with the characters first, the episodes will probably come, like, I don't know, later. And I'd say probably soon, but James's story of coming to this Sodor is just like it's like when you go to your friend's house for a sleepover, and then you break their table, then you stuff their new couch, and you break their new bed for jumping on it. Well, that's basically a feeling of what James would have felt when he came to Sodor. But in some episodes, James is basically the engine screaming out on the street, Gerald McGoldfish, random weird words out on the street. But that's what I think of him, like, in some episodes, like, yeah. Some episodes, that's probably what you'd think of him, just, that's what I mean. But Wilbert Audrey, he wants to be doing this, don't you understand? Not this. But I guess to fascinate and, well, make children enjoy it, they just make a grumpy engine go grumpy. So, I think that's the way how they do it. Number 5, Thomas. Now, well, Thomas, well, they say he's our favourite engine. Well, not all the times. Not all the time. And, well, Thomas, well, the reason why I like him is that, like, in the first episodes, and I mean very first of season 1, Thomas and the Breakdown Train, Thomas's Train, all those, well, basically, well, no, it was good, but that's what, and yeah, well, that's what actually, was the good thing about Thomas in the, like, I don't know, first episodes. Wait, what even was the, oh yeah, Thomas and Gordon. But, yeah. And not only till I was like 7 or something, I only realized that, they made him buy, they made him buy them in the olden days. Well, no, when in like the first seasons, they actually, do they still do it, or no, I think they still do it. Anyway, this ain't the time to talk about it. So, yeah, well, how they've done it, after the movie where, what's it called again? Adventures Beyond or something? No, wrong one. You know what, forget it. It's the one where, is it even Nia or Mia? Nia. It's Nia. And, yeah, Young Bao. It's that movie where Nia just falls off the cliff and Thomas saves her. And, you know what, forget it. And then weird things happen in that movie, but I'm not going to discuss it now because you know why. But this is like, you know how there's that meme where Like, there's Peppa Pig in 2004, and in 2020, it's Bacon Sadness. Well, this is basically the revolution of Thomas, basically. No, not really. No, there's older images of that tank engine. Way older images, just taken in like 2014 for all the images. And yeah, but yeah, wasn't it like the first actual episode of that in like, I don't know, 2007 of the new things, but like the one on the left is what I'm talking about in like 2006 or something. I don't know. And this on the right, it was I do not even remember that well. Like 2020. But yeah, Thomas is like, to be honest, in some episodes, like, Thomas does the terrible things, but he hardly gets punished. Like, here we go again. I don't remember an episode's name, but don't worry. You know what? It's stuck in my mind. You know what? Forget it. Thomas. Well, to be honest, it's kind of weird how they painted all the engines numbers gold. I always like imagine it of gold or yellow or whatever. And but like, if you sometimes think about it, if they were like not gold, what would it be? Like green or something? No, honest to God, I don't know. But yeah, this guy is definitely 13 out of 10. And yeah, moving on. 4. Well, Alfred. Well, I know this guy's kind of the monster who tries to murder Gordon and Henry, but like, I was fascinated by this engine. How he literally gets his name, Alfred, and then plunges into the ocean. And then when they pull him out, he's 98460 or whatever. I could not recall that. Yeah. Well, I can't. No one can. Okay, fine, some people can, but I'm not one of those lucky peeps. Anyway, well, Alfred, he basically plunged into the ocean. What does this guy learn? What does he want? Like, to be the first, to be like the main of the LNER? Well, I guess that is what he wanted. But considering he tried to murder Henry and Gordon at like Wellsworth in like 1925 or something, and then, well, as I was told, the signalman switched the points over to a shed, and then he just rammed into that shed, blew himself up. But the weird thing is, that shed wasn't even, it was close to the station. But then, how would Henry and Gordon still survive that? And speaking of which, how would the signalman survive? Because wasn't the signalman, like, right next to the shed or something? You know what? Forget it. I don't know, but the way he comes is like, Henry, Gordon, you got an important passenger, and his name is Lucifer. You know what? Forget it. I still can't recall that name. But even if it, what even does that mean? You know what? Forget it. He probably just made up someone's name. Like I made up Gerald McGoldfish. Did I make it up? Yeah, I made it up. But if there's someone actual called Gerald McGoldfish, who knows? There probably is. No, there might not be. No, you know what? Probably not. But anyway, we're not talking about Gerald McGoldfish. And, well, Alfred literally, well, he's the pride of the LNER. You think? No, he is not the pride of the LNER. He is not. He blew himself up You know, Thomas, when he came to the Sodal, well, he was behaved. And probably because he's like cuter than big engines like, Gordon, Henry, you got a very important passenger. Like, if you think about it, well, yeah, this guy. Is this even a British accent? Don't know, but forget it. Anyway, moving on. Okay, well, Henry for this, and the reason why Henry is because, well, Henry, well, he's been like my favorite character for so long. No, he's not my favorite. Well, he used to be my favorite. You know what? Forget it. He used to, but like 5 years ago. But now it's 2022, folks. What is it, like May 7th or something? And Henry is my third favorite character. But guys, by the way, I need to tell you a secret. This was made on Google Slides. But how else would I do it? Like clumsiness? No, that's not how the Reverend Wilbert Autry does it. No. But anyway, well, yeah, well, Henry, well, in a lot of episodes, well, if you think about it, how many episodes would he have? Like, in some episodes, you know how, like, the Flying Kipper, how would his crew survive that? Speaking of which, the crew of lots of other accidents wouldn't have survived either. Some injury, most fatal. But, yeah. This guy was also the first wooden railway model I got of him. The first ever when I was like, I don't know, 9 months old. And, well, yeah. And by the way, guys, I did not purchase it. Santa Claus got it. No, just kidding. I don't even remember what happened to that model. I don't even know where that model is, but it's somewhere. To be honest, yeah, it's somewhere. But that's a mystery, I won't know. Anyway, Henry's theme is also very good. Very good. And, well, the reason I say this is because, listen to it. It's kind of peaceful, but, like, good. And, by the way, Goofs, over here, he's off the rails, that wheel's off the rails, and it's crooked, so there's proof. Anyway, moving on. Rheneas. Now, I know this seems like an odd choice for 2, but yeah, I like Rheneas for many reasons. Now, I'll go through a few, but guys, I know most of you probably think this is like not the best and like best choice for second, but if I was Rheneas, I'd be appreciated. Like, I know all your second favorites, like James or something. No, just kidding. If I guessed it, who like, but if I didn't, still like. And if I didn't, just subscribe if you haven't already. And well, Rheneas stood out to me. Like, as I said with Bill and Ben, it was kind of weird having him in like the later series. Like, we hardly ever saw him. Like, when we last saw him, was like, oh brother, here we go again. Forgot the episode, but it was after the movie Blue Mountain Quarry, and by far, that was the best Thomas and Friends movie. By far. Like, yeah, you gotta agree. You gotta agree, that was good. But, Renee's, well, he showed a lot, and what is he, like number 2 on the railway? Well, is he? I got a model right here. Oh, indeed he is too. But, yeah. I'm not kidding, I have a model right there. He is number 2. And, well, yeah. Renee's, I like him. Like, I like his model. I like his class. But, guys, here's another thing. That can't be narrow gauge railway tracks. That is not narrow gauge. And it's literally off the tracks, I think. You know what, forget it. I don't know, he might be, he might not. But, yeah. Renee stood out to me a lot. And, like, how he was in the older series and stuff. I like that. I've seen a few episodes, but, like, I was going to put George in his placement, but I thought Rheneas or George. Rheneas or George. And then I made up my mind, Rheneas. But guys, we're moving on. And 1. The breakdown crane. Nope. The spiteful brake van. Nope. But Edward. And, well, Edward. Well, there's many reasons why this character is my favorite. Now, this is my ultimate favorite. Not Thomas, as you all probably thought. But, yeah. Well, yeah. It's just, basically, I like his model. He's my favorite engine. Once I actually tried building him in real life, out of, like, I think the wheels were like pots or something, or plates. No, failed. Actually, it did work, but like it was trash. It was literally made out of cardboard, and it looked nothing like this Edward, nothing like it. And by the way, not only that is, also it didn't have a piston, and it didn't have like one of those thingies down here, whatever they are. Is that the piston? I don't know. But they definitely did not have that. It did not even have a roof on the cab. Yeah, and also not only that, it's like, it couldn't move. Had no lamp either. And even if it did, it wouldn't have worked unless I had a proper... Actually, it might if I actually worked on it with the lamp. But I'm afraid that wasn't the case. And, well, just checking if that 2's backwards. It's not. Because, like, there's so many goofs. And, well, yeah, just something you can't spot. And Toby in the Flood, I can't count how many goofs there were that I spotted with the numbers. Percy, upside down 6. Toby, backwards 7. But, like, anyway. But that's the goofs of that episode. We're talking about Edward. The episode that really stands out to me about Edward is the one that everybody gets standed out by. Edward's exploit. Now, I know that episode was like, I don't know, like 50 years old. No. Now, I was probably actually going to do Matthew for this one, because it's my actual name, but I thought to myself, no, he's only in like a page of the Railway series. He's not in any episodes, except like YouTube clips and stuff. But, yeah. that's not the only reason I was going to do that is pretty much because it's my name. My name is Matthew, but my nickname is Maddie. So Maddie plays, and I'm going to choose Edward. I chose Edward for good reasons, but his sad face is really intense. Well guys, here we have it. I think we might be coming to the end of the video. Well, I like this. I like doing this, and doesn't everyone post their videos by a video editor? Because am I like the only guy who does? Anyway, who knows, but like, here comes the end of the video. You've heard all my top 10 favorite characters. As a little kid, as I said, Henry was my favorite. Just last year it was probably Spencer. And by the way, Spencer is a class A4 Mallard, but enough of that, we'll talk that in another episode. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.